Good Counter. I'm your host, Roddy Too Good. Back at it again. Let's go, man. So, we have some more interesting news. I'm seeing a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things we all know. It was a big week, if like a big week in wrestling. Like these last two couple weeks, we had Dynamite simulcast on Max and TBS. We had Raw, primarily live on Netflix. Come on, man. So not only that, we got New Japan. Shout out to y'all. Y'all doing the thing. It's an amazing time for pro wrestling. But I'm seeing this, man. So this past Monday we had the final boss, or Dwayne Johnson, if you would like. He came through. Basically, it was like he wasn't in character, and I wanted to ask this question: did he kill Kayfabe? Did he and I'm seeing that really people struggle with that and saying like how what he did kind of did mess up the story, because listen, man, I think the last time he saw Cody, he said, "Yo, the next time I see you, I'm definitely gonna be coming for that title. I don't care if you have it or not." Now, here's the issue that a lot of people have. The Rock, I don't think unless he plans on never really wrestling again, I could see the big problem with what he did on Monday, because now what he did is like, yo, we really like pulled the curtain back, and we really gave a fans a look to what basically like the Wizard of Oz, like, you know what I'm saying, to where we pulled the curtain back and now you see that it's not this wizard, it's just a man pulling strings. And that's what a lot of wrestling fans, a lot of wrestler people have an issue with. Now I get that, I get it on both sides, but I do get that mostly because like I don't think Rock is done wrestling. And I don't think The Rock is done being involved in Cody Rhodes' story. So now when he does come back, when he does really address Cody for like the match eventually, because I really believe that they will eventually have a match, it's going to be interesting to see. Like, oh, okay, so the guy we saw Dwayne Johnson. We didn't see the final boss, The Rock. Okay, now we seeing the final boss, The Rock. So now it's going to be interesting to see him jump back and forth the characters. See, this is the difference between pro wrestling and Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will never see in the middle of a show or a movie somebody just be like, okay, cool, what's my line again? Like, that's why them things are called bloopers, because those is not, you know what I'm saying? So I get why people are upset, and I get why people are mad. And it's very interesting to see people just kind of like not take people serious, like, cause yo, it's a lot of people who be like, yo, the most important thing about pro wrestling is the stories and things like that. But now when it comes to this, people's like, oh, y'all should get over it. Y'all know this is not real. Y'all know this is just kayfabe. So it's like, nah, fam, hold on, wait a minute. Do the stories matter or not? Like, because we all know CM Punk named like Phil and all that shit, but it's like, yo, fam, CM Punk is not Phil. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime I see CM Punk on the screen, I'm not looking at Phil. I'm not looking at what's Ricochet, what they were saying, Trevor. Like, I wasn't looking at Trevor when I see Ricochet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at the character. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at John Cena when I watch him on Peacemaker. So I think people need to be a lot more they need to be take it a little bit more seriously, because what he did was like, people did get punished. They was saying like, oh, this is not the 80s where wrestlers just stay in character when the camera come on. It's like, it's not. But in this setting of when you have the most eyes on you in period. Like we talking about globally, we talking about US. We had y'all the ratings that they said it was like 4 million for globally and like 2.5 million for the US. So we talking about a lot of odds. You don't think it's important to establish story with that? You don't think that as like The Rock, you don't think you want to just really give Cody a real push to where you being this polarizing star and you saying like, yo, this is the person that I need to be. He's so important that I need to be him. I need to face him. You don't think that that was really something that could have helped you on Raw? Like really forwarding the story? Like that's what I'm saying about certain people. We can't pick and choose when the story matters and the story doesn't. Like, yo, and we talk about new fans and all that stuff. Listen, new fans, I hear storylines is cool, but for me, new fans, they attracted to a couple things: action and just like emotion and nostalgia. Like that's it, bro. And it's a perfect blend for real. You can have a perfect blend of like wrestling and nostalgia. I think that will hook real like fans for real. So like they could see somebody and be like, "Oh, fam, I know exactly who that is." Or yo, I know the Undertaker. Oh, I know Hulk Hogan. Unfortunately, like, yo, that man got booed out the building. We haven't seen him since. But y'all, you get what I'm saying. Like, yo, for new fans, but for you to be The Rock and for you to come out and really just undermine the story, and then the fact is like when we see you again, when you come pop back up into the wrestling thing, you're really going to be gunning for him. So I think that will give the people will be like, oh shit, well this shit is fake. Like, yo, it's trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people always like to bash wrestling. But like, fam, it's not really like we understand that wrestling technically is not fake. It's like it's scripted. Like it's different. That's different from being fake. You can't just flip and hit your head on shit and say it's fake. Like that's not fake. but like you get what I'm saying. Like, yo, it's good to be in character. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be in character. Like I don't like your shows. You don't really see them. Like you know when you see your favorite shows when they're in this setting, it's like the main character in the story is never going to stop in the middle of the show and really have a conversation with a person he's supposed to be going at it with in the middle of the show. So you know what I'm saying? I think it'd have been dope if this was just a segment behind the scenes or something like that. I think once you're on camera in a setting of wrestling, you should be in character 1,000% of the time, bro. Unless that character, you being you, has something to do with the story, then I could like okay it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like The Rock interacting with his daughter on it, like okay, that's different. Like, yo, obviously that's your daughter and your father, so y'all could have like a father daughter moment. That's thing. Or when Ricochet got hurt and then like his there's the wife or I think his fiance or something where she like went off to him with the ambulance and stuff like that. See some certain things like that, but to really undermine the story is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? And The Rock, you could tell that the people was getting to him online, and he kind of responded on NXT, talk about how before everybody was mad at him because he was so mad at Cody. Now that I'm being nice, y'all being mad at me again. Like, yo, so it's like, yo, fam, you know what these is. Fans, first things first, fans are fickle, man. But the thing about it is like this, you can't be mad at us for buying something that you sold, and then now that we brought into it, now you want to say, oh, forget about all that stuff. Nah, fam, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You're the final boss. You hate Cody Rhodes, and it's going to be like that for a long time on the show. Like, we understand that we might see y'all out and y'all might be getting a beer and chilling. We understand that, and we can accept that. But on the show, you should be beating him up with the belt. You should be dissing his moms. You should be Come on, Rock. You know better, man. But I'm telling y'all, man, it was the Dwayne Johnson that night. But yo, comment down below. Tell me what y'all think about it. Did The Rock kill Kayfabe last Raw on Netflix? Man, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. We like on the road, 200 subscribers, man. Peace. I'm out.